I've never watched an episode of The Bachelorette.
Period. Not even our season. You know what? I think probably a lot of people do. I think that he's been honest about it, which he should get kudos for that, being honest. But I think it's all the other stuff about having a girlfriend on top of that, on top of other things that are coming out that are not great. Peter and Jed are two totally different situations. If Jed actually was still in a relationship when he went on the show, like that is... Peter, obviously not great timing, but broke up before he went on the show. So I think that they're on two different levels. And, you know, maybe this was like Peter's way of... Who knows what his relationship was, but maybe this was like he knew it wasn't going down a good path. The show came along. He's like, this is a good opportunity for me to have that, like, push to break up. But I think if you go on the show with a girlfriend, that is the most awful thing any human could do.
I think that's the first thing I got asked when they were talking to me. Like, are you single? Well, yeah. Oh, okay, good. It's kind of like the, you know, you got to be there. That's a precursor.
Yeah, you got to be single.
Yeah.
But when I went on to The Bachelor, I was recently single too. I had only been broken up for like 2 months. So that in my mind, I was like, this is really early. Like, can I feel things
Well, and there's
this?
always two sides. I mean, maybe the other person that's sitting at home now feels like they were still mentally in the relationship. There's always two sides of it. Relationships are messy. That's the thing. I think that the hardest part for us was right after is making sure that we like buckled down, got back to normalcy, you know, learned about each other, tried to like put blinders on for all the craziness that was going on outside. It's not easy, but yeah, I feel like, and like I said, I haven't watched, but from what I've seen on Twitter and what I've heard, like, kudos for her for just being herself and standing up for herself. No one should tell you how to act, whether it's on camera or off camera, what to do. So love that she's just been like, no, I'm going to do me.
Yes, I love that too. I don't think anyone should tell a woman what to do with their body or anything like that. And I am proud of Hannah. It's not an easy thing to admit, first off.
Totally.
Like, I have sex and Jesus still loves me. Like, that is going to go down in Bachelor history as being an epic line.
Yeah.
But I think that's not an easy thing to say, and so she's owned her truth this whole show. I'm proud that she's done that, and it's not easy to do, so good for her. From what we know, I used to think Peter, but now I feel like she's gonna pick Tyler. I don't know why. There's just something that's telling me Tyler. So, I don't know.
And since I don't know anything, I'm a fan of mass chaos, so whatever brings the most drama. Maybe
So
Jed.
he's saying Jed.
Let's get the popcorn ready, because the show's not over when it ends, you know?
I've been saying Mike.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a curveball because he was eliminated far too soon, and we know that he's going to be on Paradise, but we've seen people on Paradise now become The Bachelor. And I think we need some diversity. I think we haven't seen that on The Bachelor, and I think that would be really great for the show.
It's absolutely well overdue.
It's been time.
Well overdue.
No, handing out roses was pretty easy for me.
Oh, I was going to say, it should have been pretty easy for you.
It's definitely not easier, but I will tell you guys, I cried a lot less on Cash Pad than I cried on my season of The Bachelorette. So, totally. It was like our biggest thing. People always ask, like, what's one piece of advice you'd give to Bachelor Nation couples coming out? And I always said, I think what saved us was not lingering in that sort of life and not staying in LA to hit up all the Bachelor Nation stuff. It's like, that's fun and that's cool, but I think when your focus is on your relationship, you really need to come back. You need to ground yourself. You need to jump back into work. And for us, we both did that individually. You went to football. I had my houses, and I roped him on in.
Free labor.
And now look at us. So I think it saved us.
Well,
really
too,
do.
I mean, when you're sweaty and tired from renovating all day, you don't have energy to argue. You know, you know, just like I love you, and I'm going to bed.
Good night.
You know, okay. Everybody watching can do this. I mean, I think real estate is the most successful way to build wealth, I think, in this day and age. And short-term rentals make that even easier. If you have a bedroom sitting there, you can invest $0, throw up a listing, and you can start to make money. And if you want to be successful at it, we're going to teach you little tips and tricks along the way that could be, you know, $10 or $15 here, $100 here, and no matter how much you have to invest, you can learn how to create something that can be a successful business.
And then just outside of that, if you don't want to do a short-term rental, which that's what we focus on, but you also get so much design takeaway and like little things that are do-it-yourselfs that make a big difference. So we do a lot of that on the show. So it's this awesome blend of design and business and education, and it's just really unique.
Yeah.
I love it.
She pushed the envelope design-wise. I mean, you can kind of do that in different areas that we renovated properties. So you get some good inspo, I think. I was like, oh, I didn't think that would come together, and that looks good.
A little different, a little weird, a little bit of everything.